Hey everyone, we'll be doing the Bible in 52 weeks, a year-long Bible study. I know I didn't do it yesterday.
And I'm listening, but I'm composing an important email that I'm not privileged to divulge the contents of at the moment, but I am listening.
We'll be in chapter 5, going all the way to chapter 8. This book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, and after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam, after he begat son Seth, were 800 years. He got sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. The family of Seth. And Seth lived 105 years and begat Eons. And Seth lived after he begat Eons 807 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Eon had lived 19 years and begat Canaan. And Eon lived after he begat Cain 815 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Aaron were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahal 840 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years and begat Jared. And Mahalalel lived after he begat Jared 830 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and then he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begat Ahaliah. And Jared lived after he begat 800 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Ahab lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. And Aaron walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and he begat sons and daughters. After all the years, Aaron was 365 years.
Hour and a half.
And Aaron walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And man lived 187 years and begat Lamech. And Mary lived, and he begat 782 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And man lived 182 years, and he begat a son. And he called his name Noah.
Come in.
And he called his name Noah, saying, "This same shall cover us concerning our work.
Can I borrow your phone just a second, baby?
The same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord has cursed. And then after he begat Noah 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Noah were 777 years, and then he died. And Noah was 500 years old. And Noah begat Ham, and Japheth. The flood, chapter 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. And the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for they also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. They were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, the same became mighty men, which were old men of renown. And God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that the very imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man with whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was just a man and perfect in his generation. Noah walked with God. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt.
Sorry about that.
The earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The earth of all flesh is come before me, for all the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, rooms shalt thou make an ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which shall make it of. The length of the ark shall be 100 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shall thou make of the ark, and a cubit shall thou finish it above, and the door of the ark shall thou set in the side thereof with lower, second, and third stories thou shalt make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, whither is the breath of life, from where the heaven and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I will establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wives, and thy sons' wives with thee, and of every living thing of all flesh, two of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female, of fowls of their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of earth after his kind. Two of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And to take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that God commanded him, so he did. You want to take chapter 7?
Sure.
Chapter 7, chapter 8?
Yeah. The Lord said unto Noah, Come now, and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, okay, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female, of fowls of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made I will destroy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wives, and his sons' wives, into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth on the earth. They went in 2 by 2 until Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God has commanded Noah. And it came to pass, after 7 days, that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month. Sorry, there's a potential situation I'm trying to find out about. Not privy to mention it, but I got the scanners on. In the 600th year of, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the selfsame day entered Noah, and Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. They, and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. Pause the video for a second. And they that went in female and male of all flesh, as God had commanded to him, and the Lord shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lift above the earth. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, and of all that was in the dry land died. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Wow. Chapter 8. And God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth as the waters assuage. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters returned from the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth and to and fro until the waters were dried up from the earth. And he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. And then he put forth his hand and took her, pulled her in unto him into the ark. Oh, that one's hard to say. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came into him into the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass that in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from up off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, was the earth dry. And God spoke unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou take thy wife, and thy sons, and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is thee of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds went forth out of the earth. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. Do we do chapter 9 as well, or no?
No, that's for another day.
Okay, but we missed the day. We missed yesterday, but we can catch. We can
catch
We'll
up.
catch up later on this evening if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Okay, babe.
Week 7 is the catch up week.
All right. Or day 7 is the catch up week.
Yeah, good luck.
Where's the mustard and the mayonnaise week? I made you smile.
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes
Catch up
for that.
on any reading you have missed.
All right.
So like.
All right. So you read chapters 5 and 6 then.
Yeah, 5 through 6.
Okay.
5 through 8. I read 5 and 6.
And I did 7 and 8. All right. All right. We were just
tired
and super busy yesterday. But God's been good to us.
Yeah.
He has. So, and it's getting us to read His Word as we should.
Yeah.
We just kissed.
Yeah.
I love you, baby.
I love you. Love
I
you.
love you too, baby.
Yeah, you better.
You're the best. Huh? I'm still. Your phone was blowing up. Was it anybody from my family that?
No.
Okay.
That's from Pokemon Go.
All right. Okay, I guess we can conclude this video for now, huh?
Yeah.